Alright, let's get started. So, question 12, we're going to first draw the diagram. We've got a tension over there, a tension over there, and we've got a tension down here. Hello, Jenny. The question says, find the magnitudes of T1 and T2, the tensions in the wires. So this is an equilibrium, which means it's not moving at all. So the forces have to be exactly opposite of each other. So first we're going to turn all our forces into component form. But before that we're going to figure out what these angles are. So the question says that this angle here is 30 degrees and this angle here is 60 degrees. So from the horizontal, that is going to be 30 and that is going to be 60. And that's the angle we'll use for our I's and J's. So just on the side over here, T1, if we were to do the I and J components, well, T1 is a number which we don't know. So let's leave it as T1, or we can use A or X or B or C or H. Alright, so T1, we'll use T1 cos 60. Hold on, people. T1, is it going left or right? It's going left, so our horizontal component is actually negative. Alright? And then plus the same resultant times sine 60. J. Everybody following so far? Alright, now let's do T2. So T2 is positive a number times cos 30 plus the same number times sine 30 J. Everybody following so far? Okay. Let's look at this guy over here. Let's turn that into component form. Very, very simple. There's no I, because there's nothing going vertical, but there's going to be a negative 100 J. Make sense? So, equilibrium, which means that these two, the sum of these two, should equal this. Alright? Which means that this over here has to equal T1 and T2, which I'll write in their full form. Negative T1 cos 60 I plus T1 sine 60 J plus T2 cos 30 I plus T2 sine 30 J. Now we have to go ahead and equate the I's and J's. So we're going to equate the I's and J, and here's how we do it. So we'll leave that left side alone, but we're going to focus on the right side. So on the right we got I's there. I'm going to highlight this in a different color. That's an I. That's an I. My J's, that's a J, and that's a J. And there's also a J. You may laugh at that one. Thank you. Alright, so with these two I's, I can actually factorize out the vector, and I can have negative T1 cos 60 plus T2 cos 30, and all this is I. You confused? Any confusions? Anyone baffled? Anybody in Struggle Town? No one. Excellent. So then we're going to add, let's see, the blue. So we got T1 sine 60 plus T2 sine 30J. Alright. And over to our left side we got 0I minus 100J. So now we just have to equate the i's and j's. So in other words, 0 equals negative T1 cos 60 plus T2 cos 30. Have I lost you? Okay. Then we're going to go negative 100 because that's negative 100 there equals all of the j, all of this j over here. So we got T1 sine 60 plus T2 sine 30. Now lo and behold, we have a simultaneous equations now, which we can put directly into our CAS to solve, or we can solve it manually. Would you like me to show you how to put it into the CAS to solve? Okay, so hopefully there's no glare. So this can be in the video as well. Yep, perfect. Alright, so we have our two formulas there. We're going to hit on the keyboard. Let's just clear this for now. Someone's doing some fractions. Okay. Keep it in standard form keyboard. Remember this bad boy? Literally type in this, but we'll obviously make T1 X and we'll make T2 Y just to make it easy for ourselves. So 0 equals negative X cos, make sure that that's in degrees, cos 60 plus Y cos 30. Following. Go to the next one over. Oops. Go to the next one there. We got negative 100 equals X sine 60 plus Y sine 30. Now make sure that your angles is in degrees. X comma Y. So going back over here, you type in X comma Y and it solves an exact value. So what does that mean? That means, what was X again? X was T1. Hi Miss Buzzard. Hold on, let me just pause this. Alright, so basically X or T1 equals negative 50 root 3 and T2 equals negative 50. And that's it. Let me just pause it. So it's not actually negative, it's positive, because if you go back to your diagram, it's going in the positive direction, right? Or the negative of this 100. So you don't have to actually write the negatives in there. You can just write T1 is 50 root 3 newtons and T2 is 50 newtons. So it's negative of the 100, which is going the other way. Alright.